welcome to Hatty Waiver Wire Guru, getting ready to go to week 13. Some of you have already finished your season, getting ready for playoffs. Others, this might be your last week, but we're getting close to the end of the regular season. You're ready to jump into playoffs, so you really need to have some good waiver wire targets for the playoffs just in case of injury. So, first up, QBs, I don't have any for you. If you need some quarterbacks, go back to previous videos. I've got plenty of picks there for you, so you should be okay. So I'm going to give you running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. I'll give you a little bit extra in running back and wide receiver. We'll start with running backs first. First one to grab is Maurice. We talked about him last week. Definitely a good pickup. I started him in a number of my leagues. Paid off. Got to watch him this next week. Got to watch Javad best. See how that injury develops. If his toe is still bothering him and Maurice looks to carry the load, you definitely got a winner. So that's your grab for this week. I'm going to be watching James Davis. You know, and Washington, it's anybody's ballgame who's going to get those carries. You got Kalen Williams starting. Now you got James Davis getting more. Ryan Serrano will get back in the mix. So James Davis, I'm just watching him. If he appears to be just going off, I know he's got the talent. You know, it could be somebody that I grab for later in the playoff run. Next is Rashad Jennings. If Maurice Jones-Drew goes down for any reasons, this guy will be just fine. You saw him splitting some carries there towards the end of the game, just doing really well. And if Maurice Jones-Drew, he's battling some injuries, doesn't play, definitely somebody that I'm keeping my eye on. Finally, who am I watching is Tashard Choice. You know, with Marion Barber out a couple weeks, he'll be getting some good carries opposite Felix Jones. And if Felix Jones happens to get injured, it almost happens every year where Choice gets a game to himself and just lights it up. So, you know, someone, if a sneaky stash there, and if Felix Jones gets hurt, boom, you got Tashard Choice for a whole game in your playoff run, and that would be awesome. Finally, spot starter, Toby Gerhart. You got Adrian Peterson dealing with some, you know, ankle injuries. They're saying he's going to play, but, you know, the news doesn't look all that favorable. Just be ready. So be ready to pick him up, stash him. If Peterson's out, Gerhart is a definite play. Okay, so that's the guy I'm going to be using as a spot starter. Moving on to wide receivers, grab Devon Best. As long as Brandon Marshall is out, Best is a huge target. Henny loves to target him. Had a great game. Just a wonderful waiver wire addition last week. Definitely going to be good. As long as Brandon Marshall and Henny, if Brandon Marshall's out and Henny's in, you got a great wide receiver combo, especially in a PPR league. Next is Deion Branch. Definitely would grab him. Seems to have a nice connection with Brady. He can be up and down, but overall, he's a wide receiver that's worth grabbing, worth having on the bench if you really needed that fill-in wide receiver. Deion Branch would fit that bill. I'm watching Danario again. You know how I feel about this guy. He's got the talent. He was on the field for 20 snaps this last game. Got in the end zone. Got a lot of yards. He's going to be fluky. He's going to be up and down. But if you're in a really deep league and need that help, you know, Danario, just watching him at this point. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Spot starters, Derrick, Hagan, New York Giants. You got Steve Smith and Hakeem Nicks out. And Ramses Barden's also out, so it's Mario Manningham, who we talked about last week, being a great pickup, and he got in the end zone for you. So, you know, Hagan, he'll get some looks. I'm not wild about the guy, but definitely if I'm in a real need, you know, I might start him, but I'm not wild about him. Next, Jacoby lit it up, got lots of work, whether it be, you know, kickoff returns or he's catching the ball, he's getting looked at a lot. Jacoby is fast, so you know, definitely someone that you can use as a spot starter. Don't expect 100 yards, you know, plus every week. Just not happening. But Jacoby is someone to pick up, and as a rookie, not a bad dynasty stash. Next is Derrick Mason. He's just connecting big time with Flacco. There's confidence there. They've worked together in the past. If he's there on your waiver wire, a spot starter for sure in Derrick Mason. Finally, for tight ends, I just have a couple spot starters. This guy I really just don't want to believe in, but every week he keeps proving me wrong. It's Dreessen and Houston every week, just getting in that end zone. It happens at a random time. I'm never confident when I have to start him, but you know, if you're really hurting that tight end, you know, then you know Dreessen, you can look his way. And Kevin Boss is back. You know, with a lot of the wide receivers out, Kevin Boss is getting more looks. He's a really sneaky tight end play. Eli's going to look his way. He's going to have confidence in Kevin Boss. because it's an older, reliable target rather than Derrick Hagan, who's just coming in. I'd rather have somebody like Kevin Boss. So that's a sneaky spot start. That's it for Week 13. I hope you're doing well. Definitely email me if you have a question. It's Hatty Waiver Wire Guru at hattywaiverwireguru.com. Check out the website. Have weekly rankings there for you, hattywaiverwireguru.com. Join the Facebook page. Find me on Facebook, which you can get right off hattywaiverwireguru.com. There's a link there. Become a fan. That'd be great. If you're looking for trophies, go to the website, help support the site, buy one of these trophies. Other than that, good luck, Week 13. I hope you're making the playoffs. Got to win that championship.